Hey, what's up everybody? Hope you're having an amazing day so far. I'm your host Phil, and today's video I just want to casually glance over an impulse response pack which I just created and uploaded to ToneHunt. So let's roll that intro clip and then get into some riffing and some talking. Alright, you beautiful people out there, thank you for tuning in today's video. Highly appreciate anybody checking out the channel. So, as I said before, I got a small impulse response pack out there on ToneHunt, which I just uploaded, and yeah, absolutely free to download, so go grab them. If you heard what I heard over here, it sounds really awesome. I really dig this so much. I just want to glance over what was the idea behind the impulse response pack, what does it consist of, what are some follow-up ideas which I'm having on my mind. So let's just dive right into it. So I got this beautiful Marshall 1960 AV cabinet over there with G12 vintages, basically vintage 30s, and that's my go-to cabinet since forever. I have that since I think 14 years or something. Nonetheless, during my time I already made some impulse response packs. You might have already also checked those videos out which I made in the past, and this morning I just was tinkering with the idea of doing another super simplistic and super stripped down impulse response pack with these three beauties over here. Those are the Shure SM57, the SE Electronics V7X, and the Audient i5. And yeah, I just thought for myself, okay, how about we're gonna blend microphones together, because you always hear about phase issues coming up and it's not working quite well, especially when doing that in the digital domain and not doing it through an analog console. But I just thought, you know what, F it, we're just gonna do it. We're just gonna try out what it sounds like if I just record two microphones in parallel and do some IRs in them and then kind of do mixes out of them. And I have to say, I'm really blown away by the results which I'm getting so far. You heard now on one of the mixes of the two microphones, the i5 and the V7X, and in my opinion, this is maybe the best impulse response pack which I have shot so far, even though it's super simple and super stripped down. And this might actually be the best free impulse response out there to my personal taste. Now, of course, your mileage may vary, and yeah, but that's what we're here for. We're here to explore some possibilities with this impulse response pack, even though it's kind of a one-trick pony. But before I talk even more, let's get into the other scene on OBS, and let's check out what we got over here. So, the signal chain is as following. Let me first explain all of that stuff, and then we're going to get into some sound samples. Sorry for the talk. My signal chain is as following. I'm using my Fenix STL guitar loaded with a Seymour Duncan SH-5 going into my Audient ID44. Then I got two NAMM profiles over here, one of the Fortune Tempest, which I got straight over here, and one of my PV6505 Plus, which I got also over here. These NAMM profiles are not currently on ToneHunt, but they will be out on the page as soon as the NAMM player from Dimehead Electronics reaches my place and I can do the video for that. So if you are into that tone which you're getting and you want to get that, then, and you don't want to miss out on that, then please hit the subscribe button and make sure that you're following the channel. Then next up we got NADIR over here, which has the impulse responses already loaded. As you can see, we got three different mix impulse responses and we got single impulse responses. The single ones are just playing the microphones in their respective position, and the mix is basically, yeah, as I said, a blend between the two microphones, always in a 1-to-1 ratio. So I made sure they're exactly the same volume and then just taking those two and smacking them out in the same ratio to each other. Let's listen to what it sounds like, and then we're going to talk a little bit more about my thoughts behind the IR pack. I'm really happy how they turned out. As you can hear on the single microphone impulse responses, every single microphone has their own strength and their own characteristic, and blended, they just crush. I personally really dig a lot the i5 with the V7X in this combination, at least, using the 1410%, the PV50, oh no, sorry, 6505 plus profile, and I really like these impulse responses, I think, more than my go-to impulse response for, I would say, maybe 2 years or something, which is the Pip Secret Sauce. Let me blend that completely over, and let's play it through that. Or, hang on, let's stay within this window over here. I can just simply click over here. This is the Pip Secret Sauce. Well, I don't know what you're thinking, but to me personally, of course, both sound awesome. I love the Pip Secret Sauce, not for a reason that was my go-to IR for maybe a year or 1.5. And yeah, but to be honest, the mix impulse responses, especially the one with the i5 and the V7X, they just sound absolutely killer. They sound really like the amp feels in the room, like that, you know, giving you a punch right over here in the solar plexus. So that's really, really awesome that these came out so nicely, and I'm super happy and grateful for them. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna play a small clip which I recorded on my smartphone before, showcasing the setup which I shot the IRs with, just from a top level perspective, so that you kind of get an idea how I, you know, set up everything. And after that, we're gonna have a small snippet of a full mix of my band Tempest newest song, Empire's Fall. Has not been released anywhere yet. This is just a demo recording which I did, and I just smacked in the the NAM profiles which I have over here, as well as the impulse responses which I have shown you. So yeah, let's roll those clips and enjoy. Alright, the setup is that I'm sending out the signal out of my Audient ID44MK1. That goes through a ReAmping setup into this power amp over here. This is the Harley Benton GPA 100. That then goes via the speaker cable to my Marshall 1960 AV. And this has two microphones connected towards at all times, which is one over there, the V7X at the current moment, and here we got the SM57. And right over here, I also got here the Audix i5. So there you go. I just go ahead and then interchange the SE Electronics V7X versus the Audix i5, and then just do my IR shooting over here. So this is what the setup looks like. Back to the video. Well, I thought that sounded awesome. Do you thought so as well? Let me know down below in the comments. Also, in the description of this video, you can find the ToneHunt link where you can grab those impulse responses for your personal use. You can use them absolutely free, no need to credit or anything. Just use them, have fun with them, enjoy that. If you really like what you saw and what you hear, then I would absolutely appreciate you subscribing to the channel, sharing it with your friends, leaving a comment down below, doing all of that stuff to help me getting pushed a little bit by the algorithm gods out there. What else do I have to say? I'm super grateful that I have these possibilities over here, that I can share a little bit with the community out there, and that we all can have some super awesome tones for absolutely free. The NAM profiles which I used in these clips over here are also going to be soon available as soon as the NAM player comes in and I can make a decent, proper review of that product. With that out of the way, thank you everybody for tuning in. Hope you're having a great day so far, and see you in the next video. Until then, keep it metal.